Hey everyone, and welcome back to the show. Today, Mia and I are diving headfirst into a topic that I think is on pretty much everyone's mind, whether we admit it or not. Social media. Are we better off with it, or is it secretly or not so secretly doing more harm than good?
Oh, Jasper, you hit the nail on the head. It's such a double-edged sword, isn't it? One minute you're feeling super connected, seeing what friends are up to, learning new things, and the next, you're just spiraling into a comparison trap, feeling inadequate or just plain exhausted. It's a roller coaster for sure.
Absolutely. I mean, let's start with mental health, because I think that's where a lot of the conversation really lands. How many times have you scrolled through your feed, seen someone's perfect vacation or dream life, and felt that little pang of envy or inadequacy?
Too many times to count, honestly. And it's so insidious because you know logically that everyone's just showing their highlight reel. Nobody's posting their bad hair days or their arguments with their partner or the mountain of laundry they have to do. But emotionally, it just hits different, doesn't it? That constant barrage of perfection can really warp your sense of reality and self-worth.
Exactly, and it's not just about comparison, though that's a huge part of it. It's also the constant stimulation, the notifications, the fear of missing out, or FOMO as it's now affectionately called. We're always on, always connected, always expected to respond, and that constant pressure, I think, is just exhausting for our brains.
Oh, the FOMO is real. I remember one time I decided to take a digital detox for a weekend, and by Saturday evening I was convinced everyone I knew was at this amazing party I hadn't been invited to. Turns out they were all just doing their own quiet things, but my brain had already concocted this entire narrative based on the absence of information. It's wild how it plays with your mind.
That's a perfect example. And what about relationships? On one hand, social media can help us stay connected with people far away or rekindle old friendships. But then, on the other hand, how often do we see people sitting together at dinner or even at home, but they're both just staring at their phones scrolling?
It's a huge issue. I've been guilty of it myself, and it's something I'm actively trying to be more mindful about. We're physically present, but mentally we're miles away, interacting with people who aren't even in the room. It creates this weird paradox where you feel connected to hundreds or thousands of people online, but your real-life, immediate relationships might be suffering from a lack of genuine, focused attention.
Yeah, and I think it also changes the dynamic of how we engage. Instead of having a deep, meaningful conversation, it's often reduced to quick likes, emoji reactions, or surface-level comments. It's like we're sacrificing depth for breadth in our connections.
Totally. And then there's the whole performance aspect of relationships on social media. People feel compelled to document everything to prove their love or their happiness to an audience rather than just experiencing it. It's like, if it's not posted, did it even happen? Which is just crazy.
It really is, and that leads us perfectly into trends and authenticity. Social media is a hotbed for trends, right? From dance challenges to fashion fads, to even just ways of speaking, it's almost impossible to escape them.
Oh my gosh, the trends! It's like this massive, ongoing, unspoken pressure to participate. If you're not doing the latest thing, are you uncool, irrelevant? And they change so fast. You blink and suddenly the in thing from last week is cringe this week. It's exhausting trying to keep up.
Right? And it really, I think, stifles individuality sometimes. Everyone's trying to fit into the latest mold, say the latest catchphrase, wear the latest outfit. Where does your own unique voice or style fit into that when the algorithm is constantly pushing conformity?
Exactly. And that's where authenticity really takes a hit. We're all curating these perfect, polished versions of ourselves for our online personas. Filters, careful angles, captioning every single thought to make it sound profound. It's like we're all playing a part in a show, and the audience is everyone we know, and some we don't.
It makes you wonder then, what happens when we step away from the screen? Do we even know who we are anymore outside of that curated image? It's a huge mental burden, constantly maintaining that perfect digital self.
It absolutely is, and it can be so isolating, because if everyone's projecting this ideal and you're struggling with real-life stuff, you feel even more alone because you don't see anyone else sharing their struggles. You just see the "I woke up like this, feeling blessed" posts, and you're like, "But I woke up feeling tired and dreading my to-do list."
I think that's the biggest danger, actually. The illusion that everyone else has it together and you don't. when in reality everyone is just struggling in their own way, and most of that struggle never makes it to the feed. It's a collective delusion almost.
Yeah, and it's not all doom and gloom. There are legitimate benefits, especially in terms of finding communities, connecting with niche interests, or even just seeing positive, uplifting content. I've learnt so much from creators on social media that I wouldn't have otherwise.
That's very true. It's not about throwing the baby out with the bathwater. It's about being more intentional, right? Like I've found incredible support groups for hobbies I'm passionate about or gotten genuinely inspired by artists and innovators. So it's not inherently bad, but it demands a different kind of awareness from us.
Exactly. So how do we navigate this? How do we maximize the good and minimize the harm? For me, it's about setting really firm boundaries, designating specific times to check social media, putting my phone away during meals or conversations, and definitely turning off most notifications.
Absolutely. I also think curating your feed is crucial. If certain accounts consistently make you feel bad about yourself, unfollow or mute them. Life's too short to willingly expose yourself to things that diminish your self-esteem. Fill your feed with inspiration, humor, and genuine connection, not just comparison.
Oh, that's such a good point. It's your feed, you have control over what you see. And also being mindful of why you're even picking up your phone. Is it to connect, to learn, or is it just a mindless habit, an escape from boredom or discomfort?
That self-awareness is key. So ultimately, social media isn't going anywhere. It's integrated into our lives. But we can choose how we engage with it. We can decide to be more present in our real lives, more authentic in our online presence, and more protective of our mental well-being.
Couldn't agree more, Jasper. It's about taking back control, using social media as a tool for good, for connection, for learning, but never letting it dictate our self-worth or replace the richness of real-life experiences and relationships. Be the master of your feed, not its servant.
Fantastic advice, Nia. On that note, we're out of time for today. A huge thank you to everyone for tuning in and thinking with us about this vital topic. Remember to find that balance and prioritize your mental health above all else.
Yes, absolutely. We hope this conversation sparked some introspection and perhaps some positive changes in your digital habits. Until next time, take care of yourselves, both online and off.